Thank you, Patel Sahab.
Namaskar.
Okay,
Namaskar.
sir.
Thank you.
Then I invite Dr. A.K. Handa from CAFRI, ICAR-CAFRI, our nearby research institute. Dr. Handa is there.
So before that, I would like to give some brief about Dr. Handa, sir.
Okay, Patilji.
Dr. Arun Kumar Handa is Principal Scientist at ICAR Central Agroforestry Research Institute, Jhansi. He received his MSc and PhD in Forestry 3 Improvement from YS Parmar University of Horticulture and Forestry, Solan. He worked as scientist, senior scientist, and principal scientist at ICAR-CAFRI, Jhansi. He received Dr. K.G. Tejwani Award for Excellence in Agroforestry Research and Development for the year 2013-14 by Indian Society of Agroforestry and also Fellow of Indian Society of Agroforestry. Currently, he is Vice President of Indian Society of Agroforestry and member Board of Trustees, International Union of Agroforestry. He guided 2 PhD and 10 MSc students and published more than 150 research articles in international and national journals and books. Thank you. Sir, please share your PPTs.
Welcome, Dr. Handa. Please share your PPTs.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I'm thankful to the organizers for providing me this opportunity to interact with the participants of this webinar. This topic will be quite different for many of you because you are working on grasses or fodder, but this will be topic is related to the agroforestry. Earlier also, Dr. Pathak has told one lecture on bamboo entrepreneurship has been given by in this series of lectures. So I'll be covering the different aspects of this agroforestry. So just I'll start my presentations. It's visible, I think.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Yeah. So I'll be talking upon the entrepreneurship opportunities in the agroforestry and how agroforestry is useful for the timber production in the country. So slide is moving.
Yes.
Yeah. So coming to the first, we'll say that what is the vision of our country for the forest and the tree cover? As we know that as per our national forest policy, there is a vision that 33% of the geographical area of our country should be covered with the forest or the tree cover in the country. But what is the actual position? If we see in the last 18 years, only 1.6% growth is there. So we are at this pace, we are not going to achieve the this target of this 33% forest or the tree cover in the country. So what is the solution? Definitely we have to move away from our natural forest and go for the tree plantations or adopt the trees based tree-based systems in our farmlands or other fallow lands. So that's why the role of agroforestry is there. Many students are also there. I've seen some have joined and some new to this topic. So just what is agroforestry? Simple words. Agroforestry is a sustainable management system where we are deliberately these woody perennials are incorporated along with the this our crops or livestock on the same piece of land. So the word agroforestry center has very simple language definition as given that any land use system where woody perennials are deliberately used in the land use system along with the crops or animals. So this is the agroforestry, that agriculture or forestry or livestock are combined together in the same unit of the land. This technology system or science is neither new or not unique. If we go to our ancient times, it is mentioned that Ashok Vatika or home gardens, these are since ages our farmers are practicing the agroforestry. But it is that advantage of this agroforestry is that we are promoting agriculture, livestock along with the trees and shrubs, and the basic thing is to keep the enhance or maintain the soil fertility and to allow the economic and ecologic of the when they interact with each other, that it should benefit tree and crop both in a complementary way. That overall productivity of the system should be more when we compared either crop or the tree or any other system alone. So that is the main issue in the agroforestry is that the key message of agroforestry is sustainability. That it is that land use system which sustains the productivity, our this productivity and the soil fertility and other things. So sustainability is the main issue in this. Coming to the status of, we see that there is general impression in the country that mainly we are importing petrol products and others from the other countries, and a lot of foreign exchange is used. But if we see the wood and wood product also, India is the third largest importer of illegally logged timber in the world. That lot of timber is coming to our country either through legally or illegally. And how much it is costing? In between 2010 to 2018 itself, we have imported around 388 billion worth rupees of the wood and wood products from the world. And every year it is growing at 20% growth. So we are such a huge money we are using for importing wood or wood-based products. Whereas simply, if we can simplify our rules and regulations of harvesting the trees, technologies are available, and allow our farmers to grow them on the farmlands and buy from them, then it will have a huge impact on our foreign exchange, on the economy of our farmers. Most of them are very in dire situations are there due to debt and other things. So if these tree-based systems are introduced in our farmlands, not only it will save our foreign exchange, but will also provide additional income to our farmers, and will provide raw material to the industries, which will definitely create more employment opportunities, and export of the timber-related material will be given to the other countries. So when we say about the agroforestry, there are main three components, and in the center is the farmer. The three main components are agriculture, livestock, and forest and pasture. So there are such type of linkages. This unbroken arrow shows the very strong linkage between the two components, whereas this broken arrow shows the linkage is very weak. So there is very good strong linkage between the agriculture and livestock from both sides. Whereas for the forest and pasture, from forest or the forest to agriculture or forest to livestock, the linkage is very strong. But for the reverse linkage between agriculture to forest is, and from livestock to forest is very poor, because the most of the compost we are using for the agriculture, not for this forestry sector. Similarly, the protection to the grazing lands or this forest is very less. So we have to make this linkage also as strong as between the agriculture and livestock. Then only the farmer can get the maximum benefit, or the most benefit of this system can be available. These are some of the advantages of agroforestry systems, where everyone knows that due to the assured returns are there, because even under some situations are there like drought or flood or everything, some assured returns are there if we adopt the agroforestry. And there is increased demand of forest product, because nowadays wood utilization is increasing. So there is huge demand for the agroforestry produce. Then better economy returns are there. Adjustable harvesting time. We can adjust the harvesting of the trees depending upon our requirements, because trees harvesting can wait for 1 or 2 years if the better returns we are not getting. So it is very adjustable, and it is the very less natural resource exhaustive compared to the other soil crop systems. And as I already told, it is very sustainable system. So the major uniqueness of agroforestry sustainable land management system is there. So many components are there which can be managed very sustainably through agroforestry, like soil fertility management, whether it is water management, animal waste management, forest restoration, afforestation. So many things are there. Minimum soil disturbance is there. Soil erosion can be controlled. Fire, pest, and disease controls are there. So agroforestry has this uniqueness that it can, number of interventions or ways are there through which we can have a very sustainable land management system compared to other land use systems. Moreover, agroforest, out of the 17 sustainable development goals, agroforestry is directly or indirectly contributing towards the 9 sustainable development goals, like towards reducing poverty, zero hunger, good health, gender equality, clean water, clean energy, climate action, life on land. So these are some of the sustainable development goals which are directly benefited through the adoption of agroforestry system. That's why there is a lot of this now focus on the tree-based systems. The major thing in agroforestry is that first thing is we have to explore the natural variation. So much example I have given for 3-4 species, so much variability is existing in the nature. So we have to select the best one and develop such type of tree material which can be introduced in farmlands for better returns, better economy, and a higher productivity. So first thing is see the nature, explore it, how much variability is there, and utilize the best available material for large scale adoption. The time is that earlier we were thinking upon the species based agroforestry system. Now time has come where we have to move toward the clone specific agroforestry system. As I told, select the best one, develop the clonal material, and use it for the these adoptions. So our institute has already developed the guidelines for producing quality planting material of agroforestry species in collaboration with World Agroforestry Center, and these guidelines are available on our institute website. Kindly mute yourself, Sanya Said.
Mute yourself, Sanya. Sanya Said, please mute yourself.
So even the national agroforestry policies, there are 10 strategies are there. So one of them is to increase the access of the quality planting material to the farmers. So the quality planting, availability of quality planting. Ms. Sanya Said, please mute yourself. This is the one of the most important criteria for the success of any agroforestry system or plantations. Another important issue in agroforestry, when we take agroforestry either for any productivity or as an entrepreneurship, when we develop a system, the things are their design and management of agroforestry system. So selection of the species is very important, that what type of canopy, root system, whether any allelopathic effects, nitrogen fixer. So see, these are some of the issues for the selection of the tree species are there. Then next comes the how we are arranging these into the our farmlands, whether we are totally woodlands, either one corner for the trees and another for crop. Some of these things are there, or shelter belts like 2-3 rows of the trees on the farm boundaries to protect our crop intercrops from wind velocity, moisture, and other conserve the moisture. Then either single rows of the trees, maybe like unorganized way, or clumps, like so. Number of ways are there how we can introduce the trees in our farmlands. And then comes the issue of management of the trees. The regular thinning and pruning should be there, weed control, protection from animals. The main thing for management is this tree management is there for thinning and pruning. Because when we introduce the tree in the croplands, there are more than one component, tree and crop, and they will be sharing the same natural resources, light, moisture, and nutrient. So the main thing is that our studies have shown the major competition is for the light. If we can manage the tree canopy through thinning and pruning, we can reduce the competition up to 70% between tree and the crop. So tree management is very effective when we adopt agroforestry in this. So coming to the current status of agroforestry in our country, currently agroforestry is meeting about half of the demand for fuel wood, 2/3 for small timber, and about 70 to 90% of the raw material for industrial requirement, and up to 10% for green fodder also. Then, so this much is the potential of agroforestry currently in our country. And coming to the productivity, through agroforestry, we can enhance the productivity of a very our lands which are having very low productivity. If the proper tree and crop combination are selected, we can enhance it up to 4 to 5 times. And currently there are about 30,000 wood-based industries in the country, mainly sawmills, panels, pulp, paper, paperboard, safety matches, and many cottage units. But most of them are running on the with less than half of their capacity because they are not getting the raw material. Therefore, agroforestry has the solution to reduce this gap between the demand and supply of the wood requirement. As I already told that we are importing a lot of material from outside the country. So by adopting this agroforestry and taking it as a business model, we can reduce this gap and ensure this good availability in our own country. These are the some of the our institute work, which is available, all these soft copies on our institute website. We have developed, identify all the agroforestry systems requirement for different regions, what are the possible technologies and how they can be utilized, what will be their benefits. It is all available on the soft copies in our institute website. Anyone can go through this. Now coming to some of the successful agroforestry models and their economics, which have been adopted in a wider scale in the country. The most important are poplar and eucalyptus in our country, because success of these two systems was due to the fact that private industry came forward for this. Buyback assurance was there, quality material was available, and moreover the canopy of these trees. When, as I told, that this poplar is such a unique tree that when crop requires the maximum light during the Rabi season, it is leafless. So maximum light is available to the intercrop. And when the trees are mature, canopy is there, we can go for the shade loving crops like turmeric and other things also. So it is one of the most successful agroforestry system in whole of the Punjab, Haryana and this Western UP. Most of the farmlands are having this system, and a lot of very good returns are available to the farmers. Another system, as I told, eucalyptus based system. We can go for the boundary plantation, block plantation, or intercropping between the with the crops. There is so many myths are associated with the eucalyptus, that it takes the water, more water consumption is there, it allelopathy is there. But eucalyptus, there are more than 500 species are there, and its origin is from one of the driest part of the world. It came originated from the Australia, most dry regions. So it is not true that it is it will dry up all the water. The main thing is we have to select the proper eucalyptus species, like Eucalyptus terraticornis, which is very useful for the dry areas. Even in Bundelkhand, many farmers have adopted it and got the very good productivity. Another, these were the short rotation species. For those farmers and others who are going to adopt agroforestry for furniture and other things, this teak-based agroforestry system, for which rotation is about 20 to 25 years. So good colonial material is available, and in between also some returns are available when they are thinning or harvesting in between the full rotation to reduce the increase the gap spacing between the two tree species. And all the crops can be taken up, grown in that region with the teak also. Another important species nowadays, very important, being adopted by different parts of the country's Melia-based agroforestry system. Here I would like to share that on 23rd of this August, we are organizing a one Melia webinar also. So those interested in this species, they can join that webinar on 23rd August. That will be totally dedicated to the Melia agroforestry in the country. Experts from different ICFRI and this SAUs and ICAR, they will be discussing, and farmers, they will be discussing on the potential of Melia in the country. So this species is such a unique that it can be adopted throughout the country, except where frost is there or waterlogging is there. In those areas, it cannot be adopted. And the major uniqueness of this species is that you can harvest it after 2 years, then you can sell it for pulp and paper. If you can go wait for 5 to 6 years, and you can go for the plywood. And after 10 to 12 years, you can go for the timber or the furniture for the timber and for this species. So depending upon your requirement or cash requirement or this, you can harvest it accordingly. Then bamboo-based agroforestry system. Earlier, it was thought that under bamboo, you cannot grow any crops. But if the proper spacing between the two clumps is maintained, you can take any crop under the bamboo, or you can grow it on the farm boundaries. Only thing is that some water availability has to be ensured in some species, but for the species like Dendrocalamus strictus, even under the dry condition, semi-arid condition, it can grow very well. So about 20 species of bamboo are available in the country, being promoted under the National Bamboo Mission. So it is also very important for adoption by the cottage industries and others. This. Then casuarina based agroforestry system. Casuarina for the coastal areas and others for pulp industry, very important. There are another species of casuarina, Casuarina zunzunania. The Casuarina equisetifolia is for the coastal areas, and that one, another one is for the inland areas. So both are having very good productivity and this. Then Melina based agroforestry system. This is for the humid, subhumid. So these systems are just to say that number of systems are available, farmers can adopt it, and it can help in our the different wood-based industries for this production, like Acacia mengium, Elianthus excelsa. It is for the toy making industry. A lot of wood-based industries have come up for the soft toys through wood and plywood. So this Elianthus is an excellent wood for the toy industry. All the Gujarat and Rajasthan, and even for that these drums and other things, wooden drum, this wood is used for Elianthus. So that industry is using this. So those farmers near to those areas, they can take this. And it is also very good fodder tree species also, Elianthus. Then Ciba pentandra, it is related to the industry with fiber and floss. So those industry, they are preferring this Ciba, totally dry areas where nothing can be grown. Farmers can adopt this Ciba based agroforestry system, and that fiber from the pods yield the returns. Then Acacia mengium, another plywood and timber industry. Such a good material of Acacia mengium is available in our country. You can see this 17-year-old tree is having about 1.5 meter girth at 17-year age. So furniture and other industry, very good species is this. Then Dalbergia shishu, shisham, another timber species, totally degraded lands you can give with the silvipasture. Willow based for the Himalayan system, for cricket bat industry and cottage industries. This willow based system is there. Then coming to the entrepreneurship, number of business models can be developed through agroforestry, like nursery based business model, plantation and management services, harvesting business is there, value addition through for furniture, biofuel, bioenergy, consultancy services in agroforestry, digital platforms have been developed. One of the ACRIP centers at Metropolitan, they have developed this agroforestry business incubation forum. So they are promoting the agroforestry entrepreneurship through this model. The main objective of this business forum is they are promoting entrepreneurship in agroforestry and providing the technology and process validation, commercialization of the technologies, encouraging the students and creating the backward and forward linkages between them, and providing they are helping them for the financial linkage also. So through this business, this model, they are helping the startups. They are helping startups, entrepreneurships, individuals, as well as the wood-based industries. They are linking wood-based industry, providing the technology to them, linking them to with the farmers. So all these ways, this business incubation firm is helping all the entrepreneurs for the promotion of the agroforestry in this way. Coming to the nursery business model, earlier there was this traditional system was there for the multiplication of the tree species. Now there is technology available, mini clonal technologies, which is very useful and cost effective, and very small area you can use it, and there is a lot of productivity is also higher. Number of plants can be raised within a short period. So this technology is available nowadays for the farmers who are interested in nursery business. They can use this such type of technologies and go for the large scale production of the quality planting material. Then another business model is plantation business model. As I told, that clonal material is available, so they can go for the large scale adoption of these systems by using this clonal material and take it as a business. Then value addition can be added. Species like Prosopis juliflora, which was earlier considered just as a nonsense and without any benefits. But now value chain has been available for using this Prosopis also for the producing the bioenergy from this. Complete value chain is available. Similarly, biofuel species, number of species are there, Simaruba, Pongamia, Neem, which can be used for biofuels. Biochar can be produced from the agroforestry residues, which is very environment friendly. Number of benefits are there for biochar. So agroforestry residues, some entrepreneurship can be created in this also through agroforestry. Then agarbatti making through agroforestry, bamboo-based species like Bambusa nutan, Bambusa tulda, and Balkova. Our country is importing a huge amount of agarbatti sticks from the Vietnam and China, but it can be produced in our own country by these growing this species. Then this tree silage, this tree leaf meal can be prepared from this tree leaves. Similarly, tree fodder can be used for the silage. Then, so these are some of the value additions of the entrepreneurships which can be taken through agroforestry. Now coming to the some of the strategies for promoting agroforestry at field level. So first thing is that just like agriculture, no insurance or credit was available to the tree farming. But now some steps have been taken for tree insurance also. So some of the species have been covered like Casuarina, Subabul, Melina. So in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, there's some initiative has been taken for the tree insurance also. Then next thing is promoting agroforestry in a consortium way, where all the researchers, farmers, industry, and financial institutes have come together and a consortia has been made. So they are helping each other for the promotion of agroforestry. Then another way to reach the farmers is through extension framework. We have developed this extension framework for agroforestry in a collaboration with FPO, and this bulletin will be released shortly. It will complete chain for how agroforestry can be, extension framework can be taken up to the village level. Then we have also developed a farm tree app, which is having complete package of practice for 25 important agroforestry tree species. It is in Hindi and English, both languages, and complete package of practice is available. And even the farmers can raise their questions and experts are answering those. Then another important thing we took is this is another app, Lakadwala app. This app is available on the Google Play Store with the private firm. Our institutes have gone into the MOU with them. And this uniqueness of this app is that farmers, during the last 4 months, about 7,000 downloads are there and 2.8 lakh revenue farmers got by selling their product through this app. It is a mobile app which helps the farmers to know about the that what is the weight of their trees and what will be the value and current rate of their value in the market. So all this information is provided to the farmer through this app. Farmers can directly sell their product to the e-market or to the local RTAs. So example of benefit of this app is one of the farmers in Bijnor in Uttar Pradesh. He grew the popular, but he was not getting the right price. That middleman is giving him about 8 lakh only. Then through this app, he came to know about this app and connected through it, and ultimately he got about 15 lakh for the same plantation for which that middleman was offering him 8 lakh only. So these are the some of the way through which we can take help our farmers for the agroforestry. Similarly, through this app, 2 of the farmers in Bihar, they grown the popular, but they were not knowing anything about where to sell it. So through this app, they sell their material in the Yamuna Nagar from about 1200 kilometers away from the Yamuna Nagar. So main thing is that today we have all type of facilities or technologies there. Only thing is that we have to reach to the right persons and connect them. So then only we can real benefits can be taken. So in this app, they can get the weekly price of the poplar and eucalyptus through this app. Now coming to the another initiative taken for the promotion of agroforestry, a very ambitious project, Tree Outside Forest in India, TOFI. It has been launched by the USAID and the Ministry of Environment, and 9 partners are there. This World Agroforestry Center, our 2 ICAR institutes, our institute and NCAP is there. So it is a 5-year program by the Ministry of USAID and the Ministry of Environment. In this 7 participating states, the tree outside forest will be increased in Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Odisha, and Andhra and Tamil Nadu. So the main objective is to provide the positive environment for the tree plantations, expansion of the area under the trees, and access to the quality information to the about the trees to the farmers. Then another important aspect is even if the farmers grow the wood, nowadays for the exporting the wood-based product, there is need of the certification of the agri-wood. But in our country, there is no certification mechanism is there for the timber wood. So now a new concept has come for the certification of the wood. So the main relevance is that it will help the farmers to promote or the industry to export their material if they will certify the wood is certified. The main thing is one is the certificate of origin. The certificate of origin will have complete details about the ownership, that which farmer has planted the trees, where it is, which species have been planted, when it has been planted, what is the management practices were there. And then the another will be the chain of the this custodians, where that how the certificate after harvesting the wood has gone to which sawmill, where factory, verification by the distribution, and then the retailer. So it will give a huge impact on the export of the wood products from our country. So that's why the wood certification is very important. Once this wood certification is done, it will be a win-win situation for farmer as well as the wood-based industry, and it will also help in getting the carbon credits also. So, Dr. Mukund Narayan, please mute yourself. So in the end, we can say that for the promotion of the agroforestry in the world, these are the main objectives should be. These are some of the ways: cluster-based approach, mainstreaming the frontline extension workers, use of ICT tools, collective action to be taken, PPP mode to be utilized, agri startups can help, CSR fund is available, convergence of the different schemes. So these are some of the options for the promotion of agroforestry. Even so, this uniqueness of this is the example of this ITC company, which is increased for the paper and pulp. They are huge plantations have been done, and they have covered about 3.5 lakh hectare by March 2021 with the in the last 3 decades through this eucalyptus, Super Bowl, and plantation. So this way we can only promote the agroforestry or timber production in the country. Earlier, agroforestry was considered only poplar and eucalyptus, but now that is not the case. Agroforestry has moved ahead, and another species have also come. For example, this casuarina. Even for the casuarina, farmer is getting about 5,000 tons per ton at the factory gate by this casuarina, and revenue is about 4.3 lakh per hectare. So in the nutshell, we can say that agroforestry entrepreneurship can help to grow the money on the tree, and to it can revolutionize our economy. As the time and the tree and the number of components will increase, the returns will also increase. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Handa. Any question? कोई प्रश्न यदि आप लोगों को है तो कृपया पूछ सकते हैं या चैट बॉक्स में दे सकते हैं. Sir, question है Handa ji. Is there any remedial package for sandalwood spoke disease? Kindly share.
ये कहाँ कौन सा वाला क्वेश्चन में है सर?
डॉक्टर MS बिष्ट हैं 4 बजे.
Dr. Handa, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. MS, we are growing sandalwood while we are try to TP, but getting TP is problematic. Sir, which state you are?
We are in Katni. This is MP.
MP. Yes, sir. That's what I told, that the major issue in the agroforestry promotion is the hurdles due to this harvesting and the TP rules, because that's why this national agroforestry policy came, that only those states will be promoted where we will remove some hurdles. But unfortunately, sandalwood has been policy only in the Karnataka. In other states, still there are issues in getting the this TP and other things for the sandalwood. This is only through forest department only, sir. In this, they can.
That's how we are trying with the forest department at higher level.
Yeah.
They are ensuring us like anything.
Yes.
But when we go for the process,
Yes,
they
sir.
have one application in their departmental portal.
Yes.
Where you can apply for the TP.
Yes, sir.
But when we are applying for the TP, then they are declining our request. We have thrown so many queries to them also. Even then they are not giving proper response.
Yeah, sir, that is a major hurdle in agroforestry, because forestry being a this concurrent subject, state and the center. So every state is having different rules. Some species is relaxed in one state, but it is not relaxed in the other state. That is the major issue in this.
Okay, but another question is,
Yes.
this is something technical.
Yes.
We are growing sandalwood and one disease is there, sandalwood spike disease.
Yes, sir. It is remedial packages are there, sir. I'll if you can send your
Sir,
this-
in my query, I have sent the mail to you. So
Okay.
can you reply on that? This
yeah,
is
I'll
emergency.
connect you to the experts in the sandalwood.
Yeah, ma'am.
Dr. Handa, please write your email in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat box so that all the participants will get in touch with you. I think after this, Dr. Wist, I think one question, remedial package, Dr. Uttam Kumar. Dr. Namdev, please highlight on carbon sequestration by agroforestry.
Just sir, I type my email. What is the question, sir? It is for
Please highlight on carbon sequestration by agroforestry.
yeah. For agroforestry is very important for carbon sequestration, because if we see, if whatever biomass trees are producing, they are sequestering the carbon. Even under through roots and soil carbon also, it is the carbon sequestration is there. And but the benefit of carbon sequestration is only if the end product of that tree, if it is in the plywood or paper, plywood or furniture and other, then the carbon is stored for the number of years in form of that furniture or plywood. So most of the fast growing species, they are sequestering more carbon, but it will depend upon the local environmental condition and the species. So that's why the agroforest maximum carbon sequestration is through the natural forest. But after that, these agroforestry systems are the more important due to these woody perennials.
Sir, next question is from Dr. Veena Pani Srivastava. Our farmers, while harvesting trees, face problem with forest department.
Yeah, that's what I told, that in some of the states it is very easy. Like Gujarat, they have removed number of species from this TP and other things. Even if one state has removed a farmer from say Uttar Pradesh, he wants to sell his material to Andhra Pradesh, even if the species is not under any restriction in UP, but he have to take the TP from at the national level, so that he has to sell it Andhra Pradesh. The main solution will come only when we will have one nation, one TP, or like an online TP is there. Then only the process is going on. For a few months back, there was news that on trial basis, they are going to initiate in one or the two states that online TP system but ultimately, until and unless one nation, one TP will not come, the problem will remain, because every state has different rules.
Sir, one question from Sangu, and perhaps he or she sent to me directly, and I copied and pasted, and
Yes.
perhaps you have able to see.
Yes.
Need investment for manufacturing exim $7 million manufacturing and exim, please suggest. Dear sir, due to overlaps of other meeting and link to something like that. Can you suggest for any manufacturing unit?
So for
I cannot understand this question. So anyway, next, please send the link of webinar on Melia, Dubia on email.
Yeah, this link is available on you can check the website of CAFRI.gov.in. You will get this link on this Melia link is there.
I also suggest Dr. Namdev to contact Arun Handa sir at his email arun.handa@ICRA. Sir, ICAR होना चाहिए.
अच्छा, मैं गलत आ गया.
At
हाँ,
the
sorry,
rate
sir.
of
Sorry,
at
हाँ,
the
ICR.
rate of
Yeah,
ICAR
ICR.gov.in.
Please correct it as arun.handa@ICRA. ICAR.gov.in. Sir, next question is, we heard about carbon credit concept. How is beneficial for farmers and how is government involved in this?
Yes, sir. Sir, as I told that carbon credit, lot of debate is going on, but still very few farmers have got the benefit of this. But now the TERI, the Energy and Research Institute, they have given some pilot project, and now they are developing a process how the farmers can be connected to this. But since our farmers are very small and marginal farmers who are taking agroforestry, so for 1 and 2 farmers, it is very difficult until and unless they take it into the collective way. So till now, only very few examples are there, successful example where carbon credits have been given. One in Andhra Pradesh and another is in the some Himachal watershed project is there. But now they are developing the mechanism that the Energy Research Institute, TERI, they are developing some pilot project is going on where they are developing some digital platform where farmers can be linked for their carbon credit. What is the spatial and temporal arrangement? Spatial and temporal is, one is for the space and another for the your time. So in the space means either you can go for the spatial, or temporal is either you can go for the 1 row of the tree, 1 crop, 1 tree, 1 crop, or 2 rows of the trees. Or temporal is either for few years you take only crop, then block plantation of the trees, and then harvest the trees, and then again crop. So this type of arrangement is either spatial or the in reference to space or time. That is a spatial and temporal.
Participants, any other question, or you want to directly contact Dr. Handa? You may talk. Any question? No? Then, okay. I invite Dr. Deepak Upadhyay for vote of thanks. Dr. Deepak Upadhyay is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
For
you,
vote
sir.
of thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank the today's speaker, Dr. K. Srinivasan, and Dr. A.K. Handa, sir, for their elaborative presentation, nice information, and deliberation on their topics. Sir, I want to thank you, both of you, from the IGFRI and ISAE and Range Management Society of India. I also want to thank the director of our institute, IGFRI, and all the head of divisions and PCFC from the IGFRI, and all the scientists involved in today's meeting, and all the participants joined from different parts of the country to listen this lecture. Thank you so much for all the participants for making this 7th and 8th lecture of this Golden Jubilee series successful. Thank you one and all. Over to Dr. Pathak, sir.
Just one more question has come from Haryana.
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Rana.
Yeah, he has asked that whether I should go for eucalyptus or Melia. Sir, Melia is, as I told, that it is a species which will be the most important species in the future. But the current issue is that most of the plywood industry, particularly in Yamunanagar, they still have to adopt it for the plywood. So the current price of eucalyptus is more compared to Melia. But if you want to go, you can if you can grow in your area poplar. This year the poplar price is about 1,300 per quintal, highest price of poplar in its history. You are from Yamunanagar, so better if you want Melia, very good material is available, clonal material is available. You can test it and grow Melia also. But the current price of Melia we cannot assure, because the industry has yet to come forward for the Melia for there, because they are saying that they are not getting the right size for the Melia for the veneer of the plywood making. So but the species is better than currently it is better than eucalyptus and poplar. in the coming days. Melia will be the will fetch more price.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Handa. Thank you, Dr. Srinivas. And thank you to all participants. For certificates, if anybody interested, then he can send with his screenshot to my email, pkpathak65@gmail.com. And thanks to all.